Hey guys, a little sonic warning before we get started. We have our foster cat out and about. He's trying to get socialized with our bigger cats during this episode, so he's making a good amount of noise. And you'll be able to tell that I'm a little booger boy during this episode, so sorry for any sounds I may have missed editing out. Nothing gross though, I promise.
Howdy folks, my name's Blue and I love to read books.
And my name's Justin, and I do not like to read.
Welcome to Reading Held Hostage. This is a comedy podcast where I'll be teaching my husband about, today in particular, warrior cats.
Unfortunately.
And Justin, can you give us a quick recap of what happened last time? I know you remember all the details, but please, just real quick.
Yeah.
One or two characters.
Yeah, a little summary. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to...
A small 10-sentence paragraph.
Yeah, I'm really trying to...
Okay.
Just piece it all together.
Mm-hmm. We read Fire and Ice last time.
Yeah. There was a clan.
Can't just do one, because then that sounds bad. There are 4 clans.
Yeah, there are 4 clans, but there was a clan in that book.
Okay.
Yep.
You're riveting me with this information.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm fully riveted right
I know.
now.
It was a good summary.
Yeah, my summary was a little bit better.
Okay, let's hear your summary.
Okay, well, today we're starting Forest of Secrets, which is the 3rd book in the first series called Into the Prophecies by Aaron Hunter.
Too many numbers.
Well, I can read. Can you count? One of us has to be able to count.
Oh, I'm dyslexic, so...
I thought number dyslexia was different than...
Mine's both.
You got all of them?
I got all of them.
All right.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Well, this book was written by this is the first book written by a different writer. So this is written by Cheridith Baldry. The other books were written by Kate Carey, who was the original. What are you making that face for?
What was their name?
Cheridith Baldry.
Okay.
Are you my name is Blue Gun. Are you making fun of the name?
No, I never heard Baldry before as a last name.
I've never heard Cheridith as the first name. Anyways, this is her first book that she wrote in the series. So again, 3rd book, somebody else decided to pick up the lead on this one.
Yeah.
So that probably explains why I took such extensive notes this time around.
It doesn't make sense that that one author wouldn't just write a series through.
My teeth grind because of this scenario.
Because, like, if you write a whole series through, you at least have consistency in the series. Like, it's fun. Like,
make too much
it's how
sense.
comic books do it. It's like one person writes a series of comics, and then another person can pick up or whatever.
I'm agreeing with you. It would be great. And something I also forgot to tell you, so we talked about Aaron Hunter and how there are multiple different writers.
Yeah, it's like a collective, like Shakespeare's supposed to be.
Allegedly.
We don't want to get in legal trouble here.
Sorry, nobody sue us. But I forgot to tell you, so outside of the Warrior series, which again, there are a billion warrior cats.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you that there are other series that are the same, like, general idea. So, like, a group of animals does animal things, but in a human way, with dogs and with bears.
They got warrior dogs and warrior bears?
Yeah, they're called Seekers and Survivors. Which one do you think is the dogs?
Seekers.
No, Survivors.
What?
God, you're an idiot. I can't believe you didn't get that one.
Bears are, like, dogs are known for, like, hunting things down. Like, that's their whole thing.
I don't know. All I'll say is it's funny because they put pictures of animals in the front, and I think there's supposed to be a wild dog pack, and there's, like, a Siberian husky. Like, I can't even get into that. Anyways, so there's a lot. This group writes a lot of these types of books. So you think, again, this is, like, their 3rd one. Not super easy. Not super consistent. You think at the very beginning they'd be consistent.
It would require a lot of research into these animals to be any amount accurate.
Yes, which I'm doing. And that's why I'm picking it apart. I did go to the warriors.fandom.com, the wiki that I and the artist... Are you making fun of how I say wiki again?
Yes, I am. It's fun.
Stop. Anyways, I learned a little bit about Cheridith. they have written she, I believe, has written a significant amount of books. Like, can you see the screen right now, babe?
No, I can't.
Okay, well, she's written probably 45 of these.
Jeez.
And I was reading and I was like, oh, okay, because I wanted to know about her. This woman writes one book a month. Can you believe that? One book a month.
That's like, I guess there are short books, but like,
well, there's the mangas, there's the novellas, and the super editions.
That's still a lot.
Well, she wrote like some of the bigger ones. Like, she wrote like, I think she finished off this series. She wrote almost the entire next two series.
Yeah.
And then she wrote she's written a lot of the bigger books, because like these have like 312 pages, between 250. Anyways, that's a lot of the lore.
Yeah.
Which we did in the prologue episode to this. But yeah, writes a lot. This is her first book, so I ended up writing like a significant amount of notes for this one, so apologies in advance if it's long. But I did for Kate Carey, who wrote the first two, discuss who she would have married as a clan cat. So Cheridith also answered that question.
Again, don't answer this question. It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Whoever came up with this question should be sued for entrapment.
They were probably trying to write something very interesting, that's for sure. But she chose Bramble. I'll give you Bramble Claw.
Okay.
Who we don't know yet. But remember, Kate Carey chose Gray Stripe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that?
No.
Okay,
is Gray Stripe the...
Gray Stripe? He's our chunky boy who's BFFs with
Okay,
Fireheart.
I thought it was the medicine cat that died. The one that you keep
that's our
calling
sexy,
super hot.
beautiful. Yeah, don't forget, again, very sexy, that's Spotted Leaf. Okay. So, Forest of Secrets, Book 3, we have, our regular folks, Blue Star, we have our Deputy Tiger Claw, Medicine Cat, Yellowfang, we have our important warriors, Fireheart, Sandstorm, Gray Stripe.
Yeah.
A couple of the little apprentices, don't forget Brackenpaw and Cinderpaw, who got absolutely demolished by that car.
Can't forget about those guys.
Well, Cinderpaw got demolished by that car. We have Broken Tail. So at the end of the last book, they took in the old leader of Shadow Clan, because he's a blind... You don't remember that?
I don't know. So they have 2 Shadow Clan members now, right?
Well, Yellowfang is now the Medicine Cat, yes. And Broken Tail. So they have the 2 Shadow Clan members, but Broken Tail's like old and blind now. He's just like chilling in the back.
Yeah.
For Shadow Clan, we have Night Star, we have Running Nose and Little Cloud. River Clan, we've got Tall Star, Barkface, and One Whisker. For that was Wind Clan. And for River Clan, we've got Crooked Star, Leopard Fur, Stone Fur, Mistyfoot, and Silverstream.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Doesn't the leader have to be dead for there to be a new leader?
Yes.
Then how do they have the old leader of Shadow Clan?
You know what, Justin? That is a really good question, and that will be addressed in the next book.
Wait, that's not addressed in this book?
No. Because he went away. Nightstar was the leader of Shadow Clan last time round.
And now he's a blind cat with Shadow Clan. Or no, with Thunder
Broken
Clan.
Tail is like just a tip. He was demoted, and he's now just an old warrior.
I thought that was the only way you got out of being leader was
to
die.
You're correct. This is a plot hole that will be addressed next book.
All right.
Prologue. It's cold. We're by a river. There's this huge tomcat, and he's got these weird little tiny kits with him. Why does he have tiny kits? They're trudging through the snow, not very safe. They're going to this weird little island. It's the nursery of RiverClan, and it's Oakhart, and he has kits, and he says, "Hey, Greypool, I know your kits are dead. Can you nurse these 2 kids?" And
hey, I know your kids are dead. You want these instead? You want to replace your dead kits with these kits?
Greypool goes, "Where did you get these?" And he goes, "That's not important." She's like, "Okay."
Super
very much so is.
Did you just abduct some kittens?
Well, he goes, "I found them in the woods." And she's like, "Likely story, I don't care." She does mom cat things. We've seen mom cats adopt other kittens before. She cleans them off, and she distinctly smells the scent of a different clan.
Bum, bum, bum.
So in chapter 1, now we are in... Oh, by the way, for this book, I just freaking gave up on the timeline. I could not focus on the timeline anymore. Got so frustrated, I couldn't handle it.
With all the skipping around?
Yeah, it was... Tiger... At the end of this book, Fireheart is about 1.5 years old.
Okay.
That's all I'll say. So it's cold. We're now officially in Leaf Bear. It's cold, icy, windy. This is 3 days after the last book. There's no fresh kill. There's a gathering happening that night. Fireheart and Graystripe are getting to go. Tiger Claw kind of looks at them. And remember, Tiger Claw's being kind of a dick. We've agreed that Tiger Claw's the bad guy right now.
Yeah, is he like a traitor?
Well, he killed Redtail, so yeah, he's a traitor. And at the end of the last book, Fireheart let Silverstream go in the battle. And Silverstream is the cat that Graystripe is seeing in RiverClan.
Has a crush on?
No, they're fucking.
What?
I mean, they're seeing each other. So Tiger Claw says, hey, be loyal. And Fireheart challenges him. He goes, if you think I'm disloyal, just say it. Go tell Bluestar. That. Anyways, they're...
Fight me.
Literally, he's like, okay, and? So Fireheart and Graystripe are having a cute moment. They're sharing tongues. And Tiger Claw, Darkstripe, and Longtail are chilling. But Fireheart is not feeling comfortable with that.
He's not chilling?
Yeah, he's like, I need to go talk to Ravenpaw. I need to go talk to Ravenpaw now.
Yeah.
The elders are doing very serious foreshadowing about a flood that happened when the river thawed one year. What?
So they're like, ooh, it might flood.
He's little wink wink. And Ravenpaw, or no, Fireheart and Graystripe go to see Ravenpaw.
Yeah.
Again, they're going through another territory without informing their leader. They're breaking the warrior code. They're just doing hot girl shit.
Yeah.
So, chapter 2, what?
No.
Oh, okay. So Ravenpaw lets them hunt, and he tells them a story. He says Stonefur from RiverClan was getting absolutely destroyed by Redtail. And then Oakheart chases him off and says, no ThunderClan cat will ever harm that warrior. And then Redtail and Oakheart fall under some rocks. Redtail makes it out, but then Tiger Claw jumps on him and gives him the death blow, which is when they bite their spine and break it that way. So this is why Bluestar didn't believe him, because he had told Bluestar that Oakheart had viciously killed Oakheart. And
wait, Oakheart?
Did it? I meant Redtail had viciously killed... Wait, no. What am I saying?
Here.
Redtail... No, I got it. It's fine. Redtail had killed Oakheart.
Yeah.
And that wouldn't have happened because Redtail was... You see, even these books are confusing.
Yeah, very easy to follow the character naming scheme.
So they didn't believe them because Redtail wouldn't have killed another cat.
Okay.
That's the gist.
Okay.
And he didn't. The rocks killed him. Okay?
Oh, the guns don't kill people.
The rocks. Yeah. Well, he was under the rocks too. He busted out of the rocks.
Oh, okay.
So anyways, Graystripe's like, there's literally still no evidence for this. Like, you can tell her again, but I don't think that's going to go well. And then Fireheart's like, oh, a RiverClan cat would know how Oakheart actually died. And then they're heading back, and like, then WindClan cats spot them because, again, they're going through another territory without doing anything appropriately.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, what's up? And they're like, Fireheart, it's okay. You brought us home. Head back. What?
All right. So they're just like full on... You saved our lives.
Mm-hmm. At least for now. And when they head back, they're like, okay, we should probably hunt so we can at least pretend that we were doing something productive for our clan.
Yeah.
They don't find any prey because it's Leaf Bear, but they did eat at the barn with Ravenpaw. So they're getting ready for sleep. They're trying to sneak in, and Tiger Claw's like, hey, why do you guys
what
smell
you guys
like mice?
doing?
You seem really fat. You're going to bed? Where have you been? So in chapter 3, he takes him to Bluestar, and Bluestar's like, I don't really care. Well, I just don't do that.
Yeah.
Because, she is, I don't know, blind? I don't know. She can't see anything bad Fireheart and Graystripe do.
Yeah.
So...
They got the plot armor.
Yeah, the plot armor. So Tiger Claw's rightfully so pissed, even though I know he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's like, are you kidding me right now?
Like, they like, obviously have been...
Doing something bad.
rules
Yeah,
and,
breaking the warrior code. So they go back to the den, and Sandstorm's kind of really warming up to Fireheart.
Wait, sorry?
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. I have to do it in my head.
Okay.
So Sandstorm's warming up to Fireheart, and she, like, kind of curls up with him in the den. And Dustpelt's pretty peeved about that because they were pretty tight.
Yeah.
But Fireheart's dreaming, and you'll never guess who visits Fireheart in his dream.
His friend's girlfriend?
No, everybody's favorite sexy medicine cat,
Oh,
Spotted
God.
Leaf. Silverstream's not dead. She's alive.
I just thought he was, like, dreaming about her.
Oh, okay. You thought he was being like...
Yeah.
No, he's dreaming of everybody's favorite sexy medicine cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So she's giving him a vision of a flood. Again, more very direct foreshadowing. So
Flood.
So the punishment Blue Star gave them was to, like, hunt, you know, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So
Their job.
Yeah, their thing. So
Hey, do your job, actually.
Gray Stripe wakes him up to go hunting, and in chapter 4 we start with Brackenpaw and Sandstorm going hunting with Gray Stripe and Fireheart. Everybody's hunting. No apprentice for Fireheart because his apprentice got absolutely demolished by a car.
You don't get a new apprentice once your apprentice is hit by a car.
He's only been a warrior for like 2 months at this point. And if he got another apprentice, I'd be pissed. But he gets a rabbit and he's like, oh, this will be great for Yellowfang, and he takes it over to her. And she's, like, quizzing Cinderpaw, like, what is this for? What is this for? And Justin, I'll quiz you now. What are cobwebs for?
Spiders to catch prey.
No, stop answering that. Answer right. What are cobwebs for?
Are they like a bandage?
Yeah, they're for stalking
bandage?
blood. A bandage. He gets all pissed because, you know, he sees Cinderpaw there. She can't move. She might as well be called Busted Leg Paw.
Or like Cinder Block.
Oh, that was good. And he's pissed because he know Tiger Claw set that up, and now he's the reason that Cinderpaw's not going to become a warrior. So they go to RiverClan to figure out how Oakheart really died. Again, going into another territory without the permission or knowledge of anybody in their clan. Really
How
awesome.
do you, like, you can't just phone ahead and be like, hey, we're going to come over.
Well, they
cool?
didn't ask Blue Star. Blue Star's completely out of the loop on this.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just doing whatever the heck they want. So anyways, they go in. RiverClan lives on an island. So they kind of like position themselves outside of the island, and Gray Stripe's like, don't worry, I know all the great places because I can sneak out to see my girlfriend here all the time.
Nice.
So Silverstream comes out and she goes, okay, I can bring Mistyfoot, who knows about her, and Gray Stripe. So, okay, Mistyfoot knows about Silverstream and Gray Stripe, so she can bring Mistyfoot because Mistyfoot won't be shocked to see the ThunderClan warriors in the territory. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So Mistyfoot is a thick-furred gray she-cat with blue eyes. She's very pretty.
She-cat.
What do you want? What do you
Why
think
is
they should say?
she-cat?
Oh, sorry. A thick-furred gray female adult cat with blue eyes, and she left her kids, who she has, to come talk to him. Apparently Oakheart was her father, and he died by falling rocks, she confirms.
Huh.
Stonefur, the cat where he was like, you ThunderClan warriors can't hurt him, is her brother. So she goes, hey, you can speak to my ma, Greypool, who's an elder now. It'll just take me a bit to get her out of the office.
Yeah.
She's really busy doing elder cat stuff. In chapter 5, they return to Clamp. They return to camp and find Blue Star doing the naming ceremony for Frostfur's other kits, Cinderpaw and Brackenpaw's siblings.
Okay.
So it's actually really weird, and this is like the only time they do this, where they separate the kits in a litter and give some of them the apprenticeship early and some of them not. Okay. It's really, really weird. So Mousefur becomes a mentor to Thornpaw, and Whitestorm becomes a mentor to Brightpaw. And Whitestorm literally just stopped being a mentor to Sandstorm like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So he's just back to back. He's busy. He's an old man. He's got stuff to do, apparently.
Apparently.
So Graystripe comes in and he says, hey, Mistyfoot, apparently I can't talk today.
Yeah.
Mistyfoot and Silverstream. It's because I wrote them as MF and SS, and I have to take an extra second to go, Mistyfoot is not mouse fur. What, little one?
Oh yeah, it's super clear when all of them have different names.
Mm-hmm. Well, do you mean all of them have very similar names?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, because if they had different names, that would be very nice.
Yeah.
So Silverstream and Mistyfoot will bring Graypool to talk to him tomorrow at the Sunning Rocks. When they meet Graypool, she sends everybody else away because she knows Fireheart is about to ask some serious questions.
Yeah.
So when Fireheart asks about Oakheart and what he said about Stonefur, for some reason he really starts hyper-focusing on this Stonefur bit. She says, I'm not their birth mom. And someone from ThunderClan is.
Huh.
So Mistyfoot and Stonefur have a ThunderClan parentage.
Okay.
That's a big plot twist. Be shocked.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody from ThunderClan broke the warrior code?
Of not doing incest? Is that the
Not
warrior
incest.
code?
It's not incest. Because they're from different clans.
No, I'm saying that someone broke the warrior code by not doing
saying.
incest.
Chapter 6, Fireheart goes immediately, did Oakheart steal them? And she's like, are you dumb? Like, what kind of question is that? He was our deputy.
Yeah.
He didn't steal them. I took them in, like, because one of them, all but one of my litter died. Mistyfoot and Stonefur know nothing, so you can't tell them. What?
He didn't steal them. I stole them.
I stole them. They don't know anything. You can't tell them anything. So he rushes home to tell Blue Star. And Blue Star's, like, pissed that he's bringing it back up again. She's like, we already discussed this. We're done. Not important. Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
Not the Mistyfoot and Stonefur having ThunderClan parentage, but the stupid Tiger Claw murdered Redtail situation again.
Okay.
So she's like, stop, and literally don't tell me this again. Don't bring it up.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. And then he's like, oh, also I found out this weird information about Stonefur and Mistyfoot, and she's furious. She's like, I don't want to hear about this. Do not bring this up to me.
Yeah.
Leave. The only time she ever gets mad. Justin, I'm winking. Something's serious is afoot.
Uh-oh.
Chapter 7, he's mad. He's all grumpy. He's in a huff, and he heads to Yellowfang, where he decides to go out herb hunting with Cinderpaw. And he actually notices Cloudkit bullying Broken Tail, and Darkstripe kind of like, do you remember Cloudkit?
No.
Dude!
I don't remember half these characters.
You edit these!
I know.
You hear it all twice.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so Cloudkit is Fireheart's sister's son.
Okay.
The kitty pet.
Yeah.
So he's bullying Broken Tail, and Darkstripe is like kind of just observing it and was like, and then he's like, okay, Cloudkit, get over here. Like, you need to respect elders, even if it's Broken Tail. He's, you know, a bad dude, but like, you gotta. He's like, you need to respect the warrior code. You're a kitten. You're not stupid. You're not a kitty pet. And then he was like, but I am going to tell you about your parentage. Brindleface is not your real mom, and your real mom is my sister who's a kitty pet. And he's like, whoa, what? Cloudkit didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
And so he just kind of like in a huff after his annoying talk with Blue Star just like unloads on this poor baby. He's like,
you're adopted.
Literally, you're adopted.
In a bad way.
You're a kitty pet. You're gross. Follow the warrior code. You're obnoxious and you're arrogant. And he just like goes off on the poor baby. And Cloudkit's probably 2 times bigger than that kitten we have now.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's like, what? That, like, he's shocked. He didn't know Brindleface wasn't his ma. But he decides he's going to prove himself, and he's going to be one hell of a warrior. He's going to be the best warrior ThunderClan ever saw.
Yeah.
So Cinderpaw and Fireheart decide to take him with them. And Cloudkit finds some really yummy looking berries. They're delicious.
Ruh-roh.
But Cinderpaw freaks out. She moves the fastest Fireheart has seen her move. She slaps him. She doesn't have hands. She bats him out of her mouth.
Cat
his
slap.
mouth.
That's like...
Well, she like freaking whaps him.
Yeah.
And she's like, get those out of your mouth. Those are death berries. You will literally die within minutes. It's, yew Do you know what yew is?
Yeah, yew tree.
Yeah, so it's actually not a great berry for humans either.
Yeah.
But she's pissed. And this is totally not foreshadowing again. Okay?
Yeah.
Not at all. Wink.
Yeah, Blue, you keep making facial expressions at me. You realize this is an audio format.
I talk a lot with my face.
Yeah, that's why, we need to set it up so you can't see me, so you can't wink at me.
But I have to see you. It's the emotion in my voice.
Oh.
It's the emotion in my voice.
It's because you love me so much?
I didn't say that. What made you?
Oh.
I did the same thing when I gave tours at the university.
Oh.
I'm kidding. You're okay. Make that kitty shut up.
No.
So she calms him down, she gives him some licks, and sends him off, go find some more berries, but, literally don't touch them, don't eat them. And
just
she kind of...
call me when you find some berries.
Yeah, give me a
I'll check them out.
Give me a call. And she's like, Fireheart, I just don't know what I'm going to do when I'm healed. And Fireheart, reflects he's upset that she's busted. So chapter 8, we start in another dream. Fireheart, of course, is dreaming. Not about his sexy medicine cat yet, but he dreams of a kit with their mother, but she has no face, which would be really freaking creepy. A cat with no face, do not like.
Yeah.
The kits are calling out, they're mewing, but she's not helping, and he can't help either. And then everybody's favorite sexy medicine cat, Spotted Leaf, appears with a very, very tiny kit between her paws.
Yeah.
And he wakes up, he's fussing, the other warriors are like, get out. You're throwing a fit. He sees that Gray Stripe's gone, so he decides to take Brackenpaw and Sandstorm hunting. Brackenpaw is Gray Stripe's apprentice, but because he's out doing inappropriate activities with Silverstream, he keeps helping Brackenpaw since his own apprentice got absolutely demolished by a car.
Got wrecked by that car.
So they're hunting when they hear a yelp come across from the hollow, and a badger's attacking. Freaking stupid Cloud Kit followed them. Again, he's not supposed to leave camp because he's a kitten.
Yeah.
So he followed them, and a badger out of nowhere attacked him. You know what a badger is, right?
Yeah, I know what a badger is.
Okay, well, I just wanted to double check.
But for the people at home,
honey badger don't care. Do you remember that? That's so long ago.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So Brackenpaw's injured attacking this badger, and Tiger Claw's furious once again because he seems to have no other moods. That Cloud Kit was out, but Brindleface is like, absolutely not, back off my kit. And he's like, this stupid kitty pet half-breed kit needs to be taught a lesson. You have to pick the ticks off the elders until I tell you to stop. And for some reason at the end of this chapter, Fireheart's just like, I wonder who Mistyfoot and Stonefur's mom is.
Yeah.
Because he has the worst train of thought succession I've ever seen.
Yeah. So,
chapter 9, Cinderpaw's helping up with Brackenpaw, and he's like, he'll be fine, he's not injured that bad. So, Cloud Kit's helping the elders, and Fireheart kind of comes up to him and amuses about how he used to be helping Yellowfang, so helping the elders isn't even that bad. And Cloud Kit's like, oh my god, you used to help Yellowfang? She's basically the devil reincarnate because she's just so grumpy.
Yeah.
But he sees Tiger Claw kind of sneak out, and he follows him, and he realizes that Tiger Claw's on his way to the two-leg place, which is really weird. He grabs he sees some prey, and he grabs it real quick because he's like, it would be a shame that I didn't get this during Leaf Bear, that would just be a bad thing for the clan.
Yeah.
And Tiger Claw sees him, and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, hunting. He's like, prove it. And he's like, I will. And he proves it. So he goes hunting again. He sees Princess, and she's doing great, and he kind of sees that the thaw has begun. New leaf is beginning.
Yeah.
So we're going into a new season.
Okay.
We're about to be on chapter 10. How are you feeling?
Great.
Yeah?
Loving it.
Got any questions?
Don't think so.
I'm sure you remember every single character's name, so if you wouldn't mind reciting them for me.
Poo butt.
Oh, that's mean. They actually call dark stripe dirt stripe sometimes because dirt means poop.
Got him.
I know, absolutely demolished.
Got
Not by a car though, like Cinderpaw. Chapter 10, he gets back and he's like kind of wanting to talk to Blue Star, who again doesn't want to hear anything from him. She's really cold, she's distant, but he tells her that he smelled like some strange cats near the two-leg place. But she's like, okay.
Yeah, probably. There's cats over there.
But like a gathering worth of them. And he's like, I smelled like 5 or 6 cats. I didn't really like smell like a clan, so I think they're loners. He didn't tell her that he saw Tiger Claw out there because he knew she'd just get pissed at him.
Do you think all the clans have different smells because of all the incest?
Stop saying incest. They don't.
Yeah?
Not that often.
Oh.
And if they do, it's like a cousin or two away.
Oh, so it's fine. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, genetically it's fine. Morally, it just depends on the culture you're in, as per anthropology. Okay, Justin? We can talk about that if you want. I really don't want to talk about that.
Me neither.
So, there's a little time gap. There's some spring. It's a new leaf. Golden flower. This is how they describe it, and it makes me want to throw up. Golden flower is swollen with kits. So, she's big pregnant.
Damn, she full up with kits.
Tiger Claw is being an asshole, but he's like, hey, Fireheart, like, can you take a patrol over to the River Clan border? He takes Running Wind, Gray Stripe, Sandstorm, and they actually see the river in full flood. So the river in full flood, like, that's not great. In chapter 11, he, like, remembers that Spotted Leaf, everybody loves Spotted Leaf, once told him that water can quench a fire, so he's like, oh my god, that water's gonna kill me. Yeah. And then he kind of hops out of his own head because there's other things going on. And Running Wind and Sandstorm are like, oh my gosh, we gotta make sure everything's okay.
Yeah.
So they go back to warn the clan. Like, Blue Star's still pretty pissy. She doesn't want any deaths. She's like, that sucks. No kits can go out alone. No apprentices can go out alone. Drowning's, like, pretty darn serious.
What?
Kind of a hard one. Once you're in the water, it's hard to get out. But Gray Stripe's like, hey, I gotta go sneak out to see Silverstream. Like, his girlfriend.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah, she lives on the river.
Okay.
And he's selfish. So he's going out. So Fireheart's like, you're not going out alone. I'm gonna come with you. We might as well hunt while we're out. So they get to the river and the water's like absolutely insane. They're getting ready to like figure out, they're like, how the heck are we gonna get across? Like, the stepping stones are all busted, blah 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 blah. And then they kind of like hear something. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, holy shit, there's 2 kittens on a bunch of twigs in the water.
Cool.
Great. So, they're small kittens, they're blue-eyed still, which actually pissed me off. I wrote timeline error, and then this is around the time where I got pissed off with the timeline. Because if they're blue-eyed kittens, that means they're between 4 and 6 weeks or under. Spoiler alert,
or they have blue eyes.
That's true. But they're Misty Foot's kittens, and the timeline just wouldn't work out.
Excuse me?
What?
Misty Foot's kittens?
Yeah. She said she was nursing kits when she was out with Greypool and Silverstream.
Oh.
You forgot about that already.
I did.
Oh my god. So Fireheart gets in the water to swim, even though he can't really do that. But before he can, there's a gray kit. The gray kit plunges into the water. In chapter 12, Gray Stripe plunges in the water after the one drowning.
Yeah.
And Fireheart grabs the other one and brings it to dry ground. They can smell that they're River Clan kits, and so they get across the water, and they find a River Clan patrol.
And they're like, hey, we found these on the river.
Yeah, and it's leopard fur, black claw, and stone fur. And I can't remember if it's leopard fur or black claw, but one of them's like, you stole those kittens. They're like, we're soaking wet. The kittens are soaking wet. We're on your side of the territory going towards your camp.
Yeah.
Why would we have stolen these? And Stonefur, who's Mistyfoot's brother, is like, those are Mistyfoot's kittens.
And like, yeah, we know.
Yeah,
we're trying to give them
literally.
back.
And Leopardfur doesn't believe them and decides to take them to the River Clan leader Crooked Star to figure it out. And Silverstream like rushes over to Mistyfoot and like tells her because she's not out and about. And Blacklaw is like being really rude. But the other River Clan warriors are like, awesome, thanks so much. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And Fireheart's like, what's going on? Like, you guys, that's crazy. Is there anything we can do to help? And Crooked Star's like, no, we don't need anything. And then Greypool's like, back off. Like, you're being an old cranky man. Like, stop. We need help. The river's poisoned. Any fish we eat, we get sick. We're tired. Fireheart, we need help. So Fireheart says, hey, we'll catch food in our territory until the floods are gone.
Yeah.
Again, breaking the warrior code. And they decide not to tell Bluestar because they're idiots. They're absolute morons.
Yeah, this would be a big chance for an alliance, too.
Yeah, so I'm glad you're thinking that way.
Where it's like, hey, like, know you're suffering, let's fucking do this together.
Mm-hmm. But no, they decide to break the warrior code again. So that's, the third time they've been...
Yeah, third or fourth.
in another territory breaking... And Greystripe's constantly breaking the warrior code because he's in love with Silverstream.
Yeah.
So, chapter 13, waking up early. They've got to go hunt for River Clan, which they've been doing for a little bit of time. Cloud Kit's like, oh my god, what are you guys doing up so early? Where are you going? Can I come? And they're like, no, we're going on a special warrior mission. You stay here. So they go out alone. They get some fresh kill. They take it over to, what's it called? River Clan. They're greeted by Leopardfur, Stonefur. And again, this is where Fireheart takes some time to be like, I wonder who Stonefur's ma is.
Yeah.
Because he keeps doing that. And then he grabs Greystripe, who tells him, like, really, really, really great news. Silverstream's having his kids. What?
Isn't she nursing right now?
No, Mistyfoot's nursing. Silverstream is Greystripe's girlfriend.
Okay.
Who's now going to be swollen with kits relatively soon.
Swole up.
She's going to be freaking swole. So in chapter 14, Fireheart's like, are you dumb? Like, this is so dumb. Like, you guys messed up. You guys are
You didn't use a condom?
Oh, gross. He's like, this book is for babies. He's like, you're gross, that's bad, icky, no. And Greystripe's like, these kids will join us together forever.
Yep, that's how that usually
like,
works.
We've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Which they have. He's like, our love is not wrong. And it's like, I agree, but that's not how the book's written.
Yeah.
So
that's not the rules of the world you're in.
We went over the mythos earlier. So Fireheart reminds them both, because they're both there. He's yelling at both of them that Silverstream's not going to be able to tell anybody who the father is, and Greystripe can't like claim, hey, those are my kids over there across the river.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks. So he just, like, kind of calms down. He's like, let's just go home.
You're going to have bastard cats. Turns into Game of Thrones.
Like me.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of childhood, I was thinking, I think this Warrior Cats books and all the true crime I listened to as a kid, remember how I was telling you how every time I see a bag on the side of the road, I check to see if it's like kittens or human remains?
Yeah.
Just a thought I had.
Just a fun thing you do.
Yeah. I think it's more normal than you think it is.
Yeah.
I guess if anybody also does that, let me know. Because
if you see a bag on the side of the road and you're like, maybe there's a cut up person in there, let me know.
Well, I'm usually checking for kittens because of that time we found those kittens at the river.
Yeah.
But now that I've been into true crime, I've been focusing on what if there's a hand in there.
Ooh.
So anyways, where was I? They're heading back home, and before they can hunt some nice food for their clan, Clown Kit's there again. He tracked him.
Oh no.
Again, he's not supposed to be out because of the floods, and
because he's a kitten.
And because he's a kitten, and you'll never guess who was following Cloud Kit. Tiger Claw.
Ruh-roh.
Who's pissed and says, we're gonna go tell Bluestar. So she goes, Tiger Claw, go away. Cloud Kit, are you serious? You just stopped helping the elders. You're bad. You need to get your head in the game, dude. You're helping with the elders again. Please get out. And then, Fireheart reflects like, oh god, Cloud Kit just cannot freaking respect these clan laws. Oof, that kind of felt gross.
Yeah, it did.
Tongue. And Fireheart like spills the whole story. She's like, this is why we're helping. We're helping with River Clan. They had Kits die, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, all right, well, I'm actually going to give you a punishment this time. Because I haven't given
for the
you
first time.
For any other times. You're going to get treated like elders. Or elders. You're going to get treated like apprentices. You're going to help with the elders. You're going to sleep in the apprentices' den. Ooh, are they pissed about this? They're like, what? And she's like, you literally caught food on our territory for another clan.
Yeah.
I can't just let you slide with that one. Everything else is all good.
Yeah.
But she's like, before they leave, she's like, hey, Fireheart, are all the River Clan cats okay? Just making sure.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mm-hmm. Chapter 15. Obviously, Tiger Claw's already told everybody to make fun of Fireheart and Graystripe. He's told them what their punishment was and what happened, because he's a gossip and he hates them. What? Did you have something to say?
No.
So he organizes Longtail to go out with them to supervise them while they hunt.
Yeah.
And Longtail's just, an ass. He's like, are you going to catch that thrush? And, the thrush runs away because he said something. Blah, blah.
Yeah.
But the thrush is a bird. It can't run. It flies. It's important.
Birds can run.
Not this bird.
Okay.
So he takes prey over to Yellowfang and Cinderpaw. And Yellowfang has, a quick question for him. And he's like, hey, Cloudkit has been bringing moss bedding in. He's gotten a little careless with it. It's kind of moist when it comes in. You need to talk to him. That's not acceptable. So he's kind of peeved. He goes to find Cloudkit. He's like, Cloudkit, Yellowfang told me this. And the elders are like, that's not true. Yellowfang's lying. He's perfect. We love him. So, he's just not very good at understanding the clan ways. Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
And then he kind of sees Tiger Claw sharing tongues with Broken Tail. And out of nowhere, halfway through the book, he remembers how much he distrusts Tiger Claw.
Oh, halfway through?
He remembered it earlier, but the plot's coming back to that now.
Oh, okay.
In chapter 16, they finally stop sleeping in the apprentice's den. I have no idea how much time has passed. Anyways, it's 2 days before a gathering. And
I heard that burp.
What?
I heard that burp.
What burp?
That burp, too.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I've never burped a day in my life.
All right.
So this 2 days before a gathering, Blue Star calls him in with Tiger Claw and Longtail, and she's like, Fireheart, go out with these guys, figure out if there's a place we can cross into the 4 trees, because their territory is split up by a stream.
Yeah.
So they can't get to the 4 trees without passing through the stream, which is flooded.
Yeah.
So she's like, he's kind of worried that Longtail and Tiger Claw are gonna jump him. Like, straight up, he's worried about that. And so, anyways, the stream's big flooded. They see, a downed tree. And Tiger Claw's like, Fireheart, check if it's safe. And Fireheart gets back on it. And as somebody who's experienced with this near similar situation, that don't be safe at all, because you shift the weight, you move things around. Even though he probably weighs 12 pounds, he falls under the water. And he's drowning. In chapter 17, my note is, he do be drowning, though.
He do be drowning.
So he's succumbing. He's about to die. He's like, I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna succumb to this drowning.
How long does it takes a minute to drown, right?
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
Pretty quick. So anyways, right at the last minute, Longtail comes in and saves them. And Tiger Claw's like, that was dumb of you. We need to get back. And he's confident.
You idiot.
You
drowning.
Idiot.
This is all your fault. You shouldn't drown.
Kind of what he's doing. And he feels confident that Tiger Claw straight up just tried to kill him just then.
Yeah.
That he probably just tapped the thing, because you just need a teensy bit of movement to mess somebody off their balance.
Yeah.
Remember when I was a kid and I fell down that tree twice in a row?
Yeah.
You just need a little bit. and that he didn't try to save him at all, and that if Longtail wasn't there, he'd be dead. So Blue Star says StarClan will be angry if they can't figure out how to get to the gathering, so they have to try their best. He goes over to the medicine den. He finds Cinderpaw, who freaks out that he's soaked and that they need to do they need to heal him up so that he doesn't get sick.
Yeah.
And this is kind of where Yellowfang is like, hey, Cinderpaw, will you be my official apprentice? So she's a medicine cat apprentice now.
A medicine cinder block?
Oh, I got chills at this part.
Okay.
I was reading it. I got the chills. He's excited, sleeps, and wakes up to Blue Star announcing Cinderpaw's new position to the clan. And Fireheart literally thinks, I wish my problems could be solved that easily.
Dude, all your problems are self-made.
Literally, just stop doing anything and just do no other cat in the clan is worried or fussing as much as him.
Yeah. Chill.
Cinderpaw's leg is big busted. Like, if she was in a human society, she would have lost that leg.
Yeah.
And he's like, I wish my problems was solved that easily. You can walk. You're a warrior. Anyways, that really made me so pissed.
Yeah.
I kind of want to poke him in the eyes. In chapter 3, they are getting ready to go to the gathering. It's Sandstorm, Gray Stripe, everybody's ready, but they're kind of like anticipating that they might not be able to.
Do.
So I wrote, fingers crossed, StarClan will let us find a safe spot. And then I also wrote, cats don't have fingers, they have beans. They can't cross through the stream, and they decide to go through ShadowClan territory. It's got really not good vibes. They're really not feeling great. And then all of a sudden they see the ShadowClan cats come up, and Nightstar's there.
Yeah.
Nightstar's like, you guys can't pass through here. What are you doing? And Blue Star's like, the truce. And he's like, the truce is only available at the 4 trees. You're literally in our territory. And then the cats start to, like, get ready to fight. And Nightstar's like, it's okay. Let him pass. We'll escort them. I want ThunderClan to be at the gathering.
Okay.
And so everyone's, like, really uneasy about that.
Yeah, it seems weird.
And Nightstar starts off, and he's furious. He starts the gathering pissed. He's like, as we all know, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, ThunderClan is holding Broken Star in their clan. And everyone's furious at the gathering.
And why are they furious? Just because Broken Star is at RiverClan?
Well, in chapter 19. At where?
ThunderClan.
What'd you say first?
RiverClan.
No, ThunderClan, you're right. So in chapter 19, Blue Star says, how do you know that? That's all she says. And he's like, I don't have to spy or anything when your stupid apprentices gossiped the last gathering and we heard everything. Tallstar is pissed. How could she do that? She's a traitor. They're getting ready to fight. Like, cats are getting ready to fight. And then StarClan doesn't approve and they send clouds to go over the moon.
Yeah.
But Crooked Star just, like, kind of calmly looks at Blue Star and goes, why are you keeping him? He's awful. And she goes, he's blind, he can't do anything, we need to show compassion. Oh my gosh, I apologize to everybody about our silly kitten in the background meowing all over the place. Come here. He won't settle and we can't figure out what to do with him right now. Come here, tell me the story. He's blind, he can't do anything. What do we need to show some compassion? And WindClan and ShadowClan are like, if you don't run him out, expect trouble from us. Which is like a super threatening thing to say.
Yeah.
And One Whisker kind of whispers to Fireheart, I haven't forgotten how you helped us. I don't want this to be happening. So they're getting ready to get home. Tiger Claw's like, I told you that if we cut this traitor, this would happen. And Blue Star's like, not now. We're in front of people. It's like a lover's quarrel, except that they don't love each other. So they're getting ready to go, and Nightstar's like, how are you going to get back? You're not coming through our territory.
Yeah.
And so they're like, oh shit, we can't get back. And Crooked Star's like, you can come through our territory. Flipping a page. Fireheart kind of overhears a queen checking on Silverstream, like, "Are you gonna be okay? Like, it's a long journey back. You're swollen with kids." And Blue Star kind of hops back. She's talking to Mistyfoot, and she's like, "Hey, Mistyfoot, how are your kids?" And then Stonefur kind of hops up around them, and Fireheart's like, "Wow, they look really similar."
Dun dun dun.
Dumbass doesn't recognize it then, that's for sure. 2 days after the gathering, he's taking Brackenpaw out and about, and he's like, "Okay, tell me what you can smell." And he goes, "Fuck, I smell Shadow Clan and Wind Clan, they're invading." So they really
We're
did that
going
pretty
in.
quick. In chapter 20, they're like rushing over back to the clan to make sure that, nobody dies. And they climb a tree, sees what's going on. He sees that Tiger Claw has brought backup, and Blue Star's there, White Storm's there, Dustpelt's there. They're protecting the camp entrance so that nobody can get in. But they're outnumbered because, they have 2 clans attacking them.
Yeah.
You good? Your
Yeah.
face. Okay. So they don't love defending Broken Tail, but they'll do what they gotta do. They broke through, but then all of a sudden, they start retreating. The battle's over, and they won. Brackenpaw fought like a warrior. Darkstripe's pissed at Blue Star, and he starts being mean to her in front of everybody. And Graystripe returns from hunting, hanging out with his girlfriend, his goof.
His mistress.
Yeah, that's a good one. His affair partner. The clan should be his one true
His
love.
cheating buddy.
They're like, Tyqua's like, "Where were you?" And he was like, "I was out hunting." Anyways, they go to get treated, and this is the moment where Fireheart goes, "Oh my god, Mistyfoot and Stonefur are Blue Star's kids."
Dun dun dun.
It took them that long.
Yeah.
In the book, they are described as near identical looking. If not completely identical. Because Blue Star's like a blue-gray she-cat with blue eyes.
Yeah.
Both Mistyfoot and Stonefur are gray cats with blue eyes.
Yeah.
21, Fireheart and Graystripe go for a gab. They think Brackenpaw... Oh my god. Can you hear him?
I hear the cat. Here, give a good one in the mic.
Oh!
Yeah.
They think Brackenpaw's ready to become a warrior, and Graystripe's like, "Did you tell Blue Star?" And he's like, "I'm not his mentor. You have to tell him." So she agrees, and they hold the ceremony there and then, and they give Brackenpaw the name Brackenfur.
Yeah.
And they are all kind of mourning how Cinderpaw should be a warrior at that point too, but Cinderpaw's like, "Hey, I'm so excited that you're a warrior. You'll have to be double the warrior that you would have been regular, because now you have to be a warrior for me too." There's no ill will between them. And again, don't forget Fireheart was like, "I wish my problems could be solved that easily." A few days later, Graystripe slips out, and Fireheart goes with him for an alibi. He's following Graystripe's scent trail. He's not right with them, and then all of a sudden he's overwhelmed by the smell of blood.
Dun dun dun.
What do you think happening?
He's pissing blood.
No, give a real reason.
I don't know.
Justin, it's called creativity. Learn it. So, he smells some blood, and he sees Silverstream. She's in labor, and the kids are coming right now.
Ruh-roh.
But something's very wrong. She's bleeding a lot. And as we all know, hemorrhaging during birth, while not abnormal, is very, very dangerous. So he goes to get Cinderpaw because Yellowfang's out and about, but Cinderpaw's a little bit slow with her boo-boo leg. So Tiger Claw just somehow finds them. He sees Graystripe, he's watching Silverstream, and he's like, "Hey, somebody tell me what's going on here." And Cinderpaw's like, "Shut up. We've got a cat to save. We've got kittens to birth." She's like, "Shut up, Tiger Claw. We don't have time for this." She's like, "Somebody tell me what's going on." And, one kit gets delivered, and she goes, "Fireheart, lick this cat. Lick this baby."
Lick it.
When kittens come out, you have to break the sack and then lick them to life. Well, humans don't have to lick them to life. Cats do that because they don't have thumbs.
Yeah.
And then Tiger Claw's like, "What the hell is going on?" And the second kit comes out, and she goes, "Tiger Claw, lick this kit." He's like, "I'm not a medicine cat." And she goes, "But you have a tongue, don't you?"
Got him.
freaking burned. Absolutely demolished. But not like Cinderpaw's leg by that car.
Goddamn Blue.
So, Cinderpaw's trying to get her to eat some herbs to stop the bleeding. She's hemorrhaging really bad. It actually, like, all of a sudden, like, this was so sudden for me again. I got chills during this part. But she just kind of looks up at Gray Stripe and she goes, "Goodbye, Gray Stripe.
Bye-bye.
I love you. Take care of our kids." Oh, no, straight up, and then she dies.
Bye-bye.
So, Fireheart is trying to comfort Cinderpaw. The kids are safe. She's like, "Yeah, but their mom's dead." And Tiger Claw just, like, cuffs Gray Stripe behind the ear and goes, "Stop moaning and somebody tell me what's going on." As you can tell, he's very...
I wanna know. I wanna know.
And Tiger Claw gets informed that those are in fact Gray Stripe's kittens.
Yeah.
That cat who's dead is Silverstream, who is a River Clan cat.
Yeah.
And Tiger Claw is pissed and he calls them half-breeds.
Okay. That seems charged.
Cinderpaw and Fireheart are just completely ignoring Tiger Claw right now because they need to find a queen to suckle these kittens. I don't like the term suckle, but I wrote it down because that's verbatim what they use. I thought it was important to remain the integrity of the book.
Well, you call Spotted Leaf sexy, and they don't do that in the book.
Oh, yeah, that's totally not a personal opinion. Okay, so Gray Stripe says that he's gonna start burying Silverstream there because between the two clans, because no clan would accept her now, which I thought was a very bold choice of him to make.
Yeah, let's not let their family.
Yeah, because again, she's Crooked Star's daughter. So Tiger Claw had rushed ahead, and in chapter 22, when they get back to the clan, everybody already knows because Tiger Claw loves to gossip. So, Blue Star's like at the nursery, and she goes, "Golden Flower." She's just had 2 kids. She's had this beautiful little tortoiseshell, which is funny because she's described as bracken colored in this, even though she's described as tortoiseshell for the rest of her life.
Okay.
And a dark tabby. And she goes, "Hey, Golden Flower, can you nurse these 2 kids along with your own?" And Golden Flower's like, "Yeah, sure.
Got it.
No
Cool.
questions asked." And then Speckled Tail's mean-ass elder is like, "Absolutely not. Blue Star? Tell her where you got those kids." She goes, "Yeah, they are River Clan half kids. They're Thunder Clan, they're Gray Stripe's kittens." And Blue Star and Golden Flower kind of decide, well, Gray Stripe...
And then they hang him for his
Oh
crime.
my goodness, can you imagine? They are like, well, the kids are innocent. We're not going to let them die. Like, that would be bad.
Yeah.
Cinderpaw's still distraught. She's like, how could I let Silverstream die? And Yellowfang's literally like, fuck off. That wasn't your fault. You're being literally so dumb and selfish right now. Go get herbs.
You got the 2 kits out, so...
Yeah. And...
I hate the fact that I'm calling them kits.
That's what I used to call them for a long time before we started fostering, and I couldn't call them kits in front of...
Me?
No, people we fostered. You wouldn't have been able to tell if I called them kits.
No, I would have made fun of you, for sure.
You wouldn't have known where I got it.
Really? Really, you think that?
Anyways, Fireheart goes to talk to Blue Star. And he's like, Gray Stripe couldn't help himself, which I think is not the correct terminology that should have been used. And
he was just so goddamn horny.
But Blue Star's like, I suspected it. I kind of knew what was going on. I really hoped Gray Stripe would come to his senses and realize that his clan is very important. And then Fireheart goes, is it because it happened to you?
Got him.
She goes, yeah, Misty Fur and Stonefur were once my kids.
Got her.
Because
got her.
Fireheart knows nothing better than appropriate timing for plot.
Just debated her into a corner.
Not really. He just blurted it out really inappropriately.
Is it because these kids are your kids?
So apparently Oakhart was their father, which dumbass had not guessed. He was like, did Oakhart steal them from you? She's like, no, he was their papa. She was slated to become the deputy, but no clan would let a nursing queen be the deputy.
Yeah.
And there was this one other warrior, Thistleclaw, who was like, kind of like Tiger Claw, where he was like very battle hungry, but like worse than Tiger Claw. Actually, he was Tiger Claw's, mentor. But she had 3 kits. One unfortunately passed away on the way there. and she made it look like a fox had taken them. And Fireheart's like, why tell me? She's like, I don't know, I guess I just wanted to tell somebody. Like, I understand what Graystripe's going through. Sometimes there's not a right choice in a situation. They're just bad choices that happen.
Yeah.
Which I actually thought was kind of a good... I thought that was kind of a good thing going on.
I mean, sometimes
that do be true.
Yeah.
Multiple things can be true. So, I was like, alright. So, Fireheart kind of returns to Graystripe.
And then tells everyone.
No, he can't tell anybody. So he goes to Graystripe, who's mourning Silverstream at the river. And Graystripe goes, where'd you guys take the kids? We should bury them next to their mother. Fireheart's like, they're not dead. He's like, they're not dead? Oh my god! So he gets really excited. He didn't even know. He goes back home and bumps into Sandstorm, who's like mad. And she's like, get away from me. Oh my god. And Graystripe says, no cat wants me here, frowny face. And Fireheart's like, I do. But not in a gay way. In a totally straight cat way.
In a very straight cat way?
Yeah. Like, if a cat could be as straight as Fireheart and Graystripe, there'd be... It's just so straight.
Yeah. It's like an arrow.
Yeah.
So straight.
No homo.
Like a very bendy, curved arrow.
So, in Chapter 24, Fireheart decides he's gonna go tell RiverClan he's gonna make another fucking choice to go into another clan's territory of his own volition without telling his leader to tell them about Silverstream's death. Their initials are SS.
That's gonna go well.
Yeah, stupid idiot. Hey, I'm gonna sneak into your territory and tell you your princess is dead.
Yeah, just say, what's that?
So, he goes in, some apprentice is like, what are you doing here? Oh, that kind of sounded like Shaggy from, what's it called? What's that called?
What is Shaggy from?
Scooby-Doo, I just remembered. My brain don't work proper. And then he goes to get Mistyfoot, and Mistyfoot's like, just like completely demolished by this news. She's so upset.
Wrecked.
She's absolutely demolished. Unlike Cinderpaw, who got absolutely demolished by that car. She's happy to hear the kids are alive, but she's like, oh crap, I gotta tell the clan. That's not gonna be good.
Yeah.
So 2 days later, things have kind of settled a little bit, as much as that's gonna settle, and all of a sudden Cloudkit's like, I'm gonna be an apprentice! And he just like runs up to Fireheart, and he's like, what? And Bluestar goes, obviously you'll mentor him, correct? Which he shouldn't. He's literally his one clan member who's his kin. And you're not supposed to help,
yeah.
Do that. And anyways.
And, is he gonna get this one hit by a car too, or?
No. Well, this one's got some issues. But he practically just finished up mentoring Brackenfur. He's already been assigned Cinderpaw, who got absolutely demolished by the car again.
Oh my god.
I won't say it next book. I just think it's funny. It gave me giggles. And I put Rant here because there are
You need to stop putting Rant in your notes.
Well, look, I'm pulling up the book because there are so many different cats that could have this apprentice right now. We could have Running Wind, Willowpelt, we got Dustpelt, Sandstorm, White Storm, Darkstripe. Yeah, Tigerclaw could have an apprentice. Any of the queens.
All these different and unique characters.
And they give him to Fireheart again. Sandstorm doesn't get a freaking apprentice for another year.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. Anyway, Brindleheart's like, hey Fireheart, can I talk to you for a mo? And he's like, yeah, what's up? Is it Cloudkit? Is he okay? She's like, dude, you gotta get Graystripe out of the nursery. He will not stop being around these kittens, and he's pissing us all off. There's 4 queens in the nursery right now, which is a lot of queens. So he goes to see Graystripe. He sees Goldenflower, her beautiful kits, and he realized that Goldenflower's kits are Tigerclaw's kits. Tigerclaw's the papa.
Yeah.
So a thing within the clans that they don't talk about is that if a queen doesn't want to identify the father, she doesn't have to at all. So some of the cats are in I guess monogamous relationships, but some of them are kind of sluts.
They hoeing around.
They really do be, which do be absolutely messing up the genetic pool.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyways, she never, like, tells anybody that. He can just tell because the male kitten looks identical to Tiger Claw because plot.
Wait. He couldn't tell when it was Blue Star's cat.
Oh, no! God forbid! They look so different. But when they're literally the teeniest, tiniest, because you know how identical they all look when they're tiny.
All kittens look the same, just like all babies look the same.
Whoa, Justin, that's a pretty blanket statement. They do all look the same. So apparently Willow Pet's also expecting, but that's when Blue Star decides, like, I'm gonna do a gathering. She says that Silverstream's death was enough punishment for Graystripe. I mean, she's dead. Like, that's pretty good punishment, I guess.
Yeah.
The other cats are pissed, particularly Darkstripe and Longtail. They're like, we've got kitty pets in our clan now. We've got half-breeds. We've got traitors. Like, this sucks. So anyways, Cloudkit got named as an apprentice, and in chapter 25, he's taking Cloudpaw out for a walk, and they go over to the Twaleg. See, I did it. That's
Twaleg.
How I used to pronounce it as
But
a
also, the name changing, too, makes it so much harder.
Especially when I tried to write, because I wrote these notes, which I shouldn't have done. I busted my hand up real bad. But I was trying to write shorthand a little bit, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so not easy.
Half of them have the same initials.
I was like, oh, Blue Star doesn't have that. And then I was like, BS makes me think of bullshit. And then that's also got like a billion other things.
Yeah.
Anyways, they see Princess again. Because he kind of smells Tiger Claw again near the two-leg place. And he's like, that's really weird. And Cloudpaw is now meeting his actual birth mother, who's like really excited for him. Like, oh my gosh, you're an apprentice now. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm so happy. And Fireheart's like, hey, do you see any stray cats around? She's like, I don't see any stray cats, but I do hear them sometimes. Which is funny, because if I heard random cats outside of our home yowling, I would be like,
what's wrong with those cats?
So I can imagine the humans in this book being like, that's alright, we don't care that much.
Yeah. They don't have a TNR program in the Warrior Cats world?
Not yet, anyways. Dun dun. So he goes, alright, just keep me posted if anything weird pops up, and please be safe.
Yeah.
So on the way home, they meet a River Clan patrol that consists of Mistyfoot, Stonefur, and Leopardfur. And in the course of this book, I realized I cannot spell leopard correctly. Yeah. So I won't be doing that anymore.
How'd you spell it?
No comment.
Read out how you
I just wrote LF at this point because I couldn't figure it out. There's too many vowels. I keep getting the vowels confused. But they want to speak to Blue Star. So, chapter 26, they pop in and they go, we're here to take those kittens home. They belong with their mother's clan. And Blue Star's like, it's been like 3 days. Can you give me a minute to think about it? I'll give you the decision at the next gathering. Yeah. And Fireheart dares, like, after they leave, they kind of talk. And Fireheart dares to say, this kid dares to say, you know the pain, you can't give them away. This asshole.
Dude.
The mother's pain of losing, babies. Obviously, they're cats, but, like, and it's not written that well. But just as an adult reading the fucking audacity to say something like that to somebody who's lost
children.
Yeah. Babies. Again, I know they're cats and it's written for 8-year-olds, but that just pissed me off as much as him being like, I wish my problems were easy. Yeah. Problems you made up. Oh my god, it pisses me off. So, that night, Yellowfang is planning to take Cinderpaw to Mothermouth to be made an apprentice. And Justin, can you tell me what Mothermouth is? Nope, don't be gross.
Then I don't have anything to say.
Okay. So, Fireheart and Cloudpaw decide to escort them to the 4 trees. And Fireheart's like, Cinderpaw, are you sure this is the route you want to do? And she's like, one, what else am I going to do? I got absolutely demolished by a car. And then she's like, yeah, I feel really confident this is what I want to do right now. He's like, but you won't be able to have kits because that's the only thing female cats are for.
That's true.
And she's like, again, I'm fine. Apparently, she's like, the whole clan will be my kits. But a bit later, a couple days later, Fireheart sends Cloudpaw on a solo hunting mission, which is like really early.
Yeah.
But he sends him over to the two-leg place. And Cloudpaw kind of rushes back to him, and he's like, Fireheart, I saw a bunch of loners who smelled like crow food, and crow food's what they call rotting food.
Yeah.
And they were all talking to Tiger Claw, and Fireheart sees them, and he's like, oh my god, those are the rogues that were with Broken Tail, and Tiger Claw's leading them into the camp. So, chapter 27, we're getting close. We've only got 30 chapters here.
He's pulling a Scar right now. Bringing the hyenas in.
Oh, I was like, Scarf, I don't know that word.
Scarfoot?
Whoa! I'm getting beans. So Fireheart gets into the clan and he's like, everybody, enemies! And then out of nowhere, Tiger Claw goes, oh, guys, also enemies! So Tiger Claw's like kind of playing the field right now. Nobody like knows Tiger Claw led them there. And so, you know, there's a fight. I'm not going to go into the details because it's like 15 pages of crap that we don't need.
Yeah.
I already got enough of that. And then he's like, where's Blue Star? Where's Blue Star right now? Tiger Claw sent all the warriors out earlier that day on different patrols.
Yeah.
Like, shit, we don't have any warriors in here. And so, you know, they're
blow
fighting.
Blow the war horn.
Or no, sorry. Do. So Fireheart's like, where's Blue Star and Tiger Claw? Crap. He goes into Blue Star's den and finds Tiger Claw attacking Blue Star, saying, it's my turn to lead the clan.
Damn, dude.
Kind of bold. If I don't say so myself.
How is, like, the dead cat's gonna be like, cool, you're a clan leader now?
I don't know.
Yeah, you killed your friends, but...
You killed your friends, you were planning to kill your leader, because at this point, he believes Blue Star has 3 lives, I think?
Yeah.
3 or 4, so he's like, I'll just keep killing her.
Yeah.
Gonna come back to life, I'll pop her right back down there.
Yep.
So, Fireheart rips Tiger Claw off Blue Star, and they fight. And Blue Star's just, like, in shock. Like, how that's somebody she trusted. Like, how could that happen?
Yeah. I mean, she appointed him deputy, right?
Yeah. And she's known him since he was a kid. Like,
yeah.
So, Tiger Claw's down, and he's like, hey, Gray Stripe, like, come over here and sit, because Gray Stripe's a fatty, fat.
Yeah.
Come sit on Tiger Claw so he can't get up. And Tiger Claw's like, or Gray Stripe's like, we're losing the battle. And Tiger Claw's betrayal had bruised Blue Star's spirit, so she's like in a daze. Like, she's...
Yeah.
What? But then again, River Clan cats come to help, and they're just like, it's the kind of the same patrol. They also have White Storm's patrol in tow, so like they end up scaring the rogues off.
Yeah.
And Sandstorm returns, and he's like, hey, like, do you trust me? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, can you go into Blue Star's den and deal with that issue, no questions asked?
Wait, what?
The issue being Tiger Claw. What?
So, wait, who's sending Tiger Claw?
Gray Stripe is sitting on top of Tiger Claw.
Yeah.
Because he's a fatty, fat. With Blue Star in there who's in daze, or in a den, and Sandstorm comes up and Fireheart's like, can you take Brackenfur in the den and no questions asked deal with the situation going on in there?
Wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, she's like...
Give him some mint shoes.
She's like, what's going on with the situation? He's like, just go in. And so he sees Yellowfang kind of like pulling Broken Tail, who's unconscious, into her den, and Blue Star comes out, and Homegirl has absolutely no kindness. She goes, Tiger Claw's our prisoner. She doesn't explain at first, and Darkstripe in particular is like, what? Why is he our prisoner? And Fireheart tells him everything.
Yeah.
And they're furious, and their options were kill him, blind him, or exile him. Which option would you choose?
Exile?
You wouldn't want to be blinded?
No, and I also want to be want to be murdered.
Oh, you're kind of making it really hard. So she's like, Blue Star's like, Tiger Claw, do you have any defense? And he's like, no, you guys are literally all soft kitty pets now. I don't have to explain myself to you. You're all idiots. It's kind of like the snowflake thing now that I'm thinking about it.
You're a bunch of liberal snowflakes.
A bunch of liberal snowflakes. She banishes him. She just goes, get out of my sight.
I can't even say slurs anymore in this place.
I can't call somebody half-breed. Unbelievable. kitty pet. So she's like, get out of my face. And he's like, hey, Darkstripe, Longtail, Dustpelt, do you guys want to come with me? You guys are my buds. And they're all like, Longtail and Dustpelt in particular are like, I'm disgusted with you.
Yeah.
I looked up to you. And Dustpelt, or Darkstripe's mostly like, you didn't even tell me. I wanted to be a part of it.
I wanted to do the traitor. I wanted to be traitor too.
He's like, I love you. This was the Darkstripe X Tiger Claw was the original, like, what people assumed, like, were like a low level gay couple.
Yeah.
But also, I choose not to ship only gay couples who are evil.
Yeah.
So, not my original ship. He's like, I'll be back soon. I'm gonna get all of you guys. You're all gonna get what's coming to you. And then he just like stares at Fireheart and he's like, be careful.
Okay, you need to blind that dude, actually.
You chose exile. You can't retroactively choose blind.
No, for me, I want to be exiled.
Okay, but you want Tiger Claw to be
blinded. If
he's
just like, he brought a bunch of strays to come fight. Why wouldn't he just do that again once he's exiled?
Plot? We have 3 more books to get to. And chapter 29, second to last chapter, they're like, who's going to be the deputy? And Cloudpaw goes, hey, why not Fireheart?
Hey, why not this guy who's only been a warrior for fucking 5 days or something?
Don't even get me started on it. Don't even get me started on the timeline. So Cinderpaw's like treating Gray Stripe. He's got a cut on his tongue, which I think, how did he let out with his tongue?
I love the thing that he's gonna be deputy, right?
Justin, how'd you guess?
Okay, he's gonna be deputy. He's the only one besides his friend that have multiple times broken the warrior code.
Literally.
Like, so many, like,
Sandstorm.
One of the first things he does
is break the warrior code. He goes, what am I gonna do today? What warrior code rule? There's 15. Which one am I gonna break?
Yes.
So, you guessed it, but that's not where we're at yet. So, she asked him to go get something.
I think we just summarized the whole book here. We got it.
No, I've got to... You know what? Fine. We'll miss this epic conclusion to chapter 29.
Oh, yeah?
Where Yellowfang straight up murders Broken Tail. Fireheart kind of sneaks in while he's getting the herbs for Cinderpaw, and he, like, sees it happening. She's like, here, eat these berries. They're death berries. And so, while Broken Tail's convulsing and spasming, because it's not a great way to die, he's like, what'd you do to me, you old hag? And she's like, old hag? Try mom.
Dab on it.
Dab on the haters. So Yellowfang, like, is like, I'm your mother, and you're fucking awful, and I hate you, and I gave you death berries, and you're dying. I know this is your last life. I can tell.
Yeah.
And he dies. And, like, he actually comes in and she goes, couldn't save him. So he sleeps, and he, of course, dreams of sexy Spotted Leaf, who tells him that StarClan is calling him. And he, of course, because he cannot read an omen for his life, he goes, are they trying to kill me? No, idiot.
Do I need to get a cellular plan? Or
so
can I use a payphone?
Let me just get up there with my beans. So if you don't remember, which I'm sure you don't, hopefully some of our listeners do, the deputy has to be appointed by Moon High of the same day that the original deputy was gone. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
the night of.
Yeah. So past Moon High, she didn't name a new deputy, and everyone's like, "Oh crap, StarClan's gonna be pissed." She comes out pretty hazy, Blue Star, and she chooses Fireheart. I guess Justin spoiled that for us.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Good. I'm glad I'm summarizing appropriately because it's that obvious in the book. Our final chapter, White Storm. White Storm's such a cutie. I love White Storm.
Yeah.
He comes up and he says, "Okie dokie, what's next, bud?" And he's like giving orders. He's like, we gotta get fresh kill. He grabs some and he finds a crow food, like one piece of prey rotting with maggots all over it, which is nasty. And he reads the omen as Blue Star's leadership rotting away from the inside.
Cool.
He can't read an omen for his life. He's literally so dumb. So, the day after, RiverClan gave them one single day after this big battle that they were part of, and they go, we've come back to discuss the kits. We, RiverClan as a whole, have decided that they should come to us because 2 kits died because they were born premium and premium.
They were so
They were
radical.
fucking sick ass. What's the word?
Premature.
Premature. They were born premature, so they're ours. And Blue Clan goes, or Blue Clan, jeez, oh Pete's, I'm glad this is the last chapter. I'm clearly having issues today. Blue Star goes, I thought I was going to do that at the gathering. And River Clan goes, not your decision. And she's like, we will fight to keep these kids. And Gray Stripe's like, no, I've thought about it. They're old enough. They're 4 days now.
Yeah.
They should go to River Clan, and I'll meet you guys there at sunset. And poor Golden Flower is sad to see her foster babies go. Gray Stripe says, hey, Fireheart, I need your help. Can you come take them with me? And they go, and Fireheart's like really upset. He doesn't want his babies to go. His best friend's babies. And Gray Stripe goes, additionally, I will be joining River Clan to stay with my kittens. And Fireheart's like, what?
Blue Star?
No. Gray Stripe is going to stay with River Clan. Blue Star's kittens are no longer her kittens.
Yeah.
And Fireheart's like, oh my god, Gray Stripe was the first cat to ever talk to me. We're like BFFs, we're best friends. And this is the cutest little line. No cat would feel more strongly for Gray Stripe as he had for 4 long seasons. And that's how the book ends. And I'm a crier at the end of the book.
Yeah, you
know
are.
Me. So it's really sad. Gray Stripe's going to River Clan. Kittens are alive. Fireheart's deputy.
Yeah.
Okie doke, Justin. That was Forest of Secrets by Aaron Hunter, the 3rd book. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, can we be done?
I suppose we can. Thank you folks so much for listening to Reading Held Hostage, where we will read it so you do not have to.
Please be sure to leave a review on...
Preferably 5 stars.
Yeah, 5 stars.
Great.
We only take 5-star reviews.
5 stars or 1 star, no in between.
Yeah. 5 stars, 0 stars.
0 stars.
Yeah. Figure out how to leave a 0-star review, or you can just leave a 5-star review.
If you have to.
Yeah. Subscribe to Reading Held Hostage, and we'll be back next week with another episode.
Yeah, my name's Blue, and I love to read.
My name's Justin, and I do not like to read.
Don't forget to tell your moms about us.
Don't forget to tell your moms about us.
Very important.